In today's video, we're going to be attempting to make the most efficient AFK miner, grinder, whatever you guys want to call it, because we are rapidly running out of space on this grinder and we need to expand. Stay tuned to find out the most efficient way to do that here in today's episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we're back here on AkumaMC, the best, #1 rated, most overpowered Skyblock server, back on the brand new season for another episode here in the series. Guys, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since we last jumped on Skyblock, just to the due to the brand new release of prisons and all that good stuff. By the way, if you do want to check out my prison series, then that is currently running on a brand new refresh server that is nice and well balanced this season. So if you guys are interested in prisons, make sure you go check out that series. But for right now, we are here, we're on Skyblock, and we are going to be essentially making this into one of the most efficient machines that we possibly can, because this looks cool, it's great, it brings in some money, but it's not the most efficient. Now guys, we're going to be looking for like 2 more island members to join me here and come and help out on the island and grind and make millions. So if you guys are interested in joining, then all you need to do is join up in my Discord, my community Discord. It's linked down in the description, and just, I don't know, at me in there and say that you're interested in joining, say that you're a hardcore grinder or whatever. We essentially want people that are going to put in some work though on the island and actually, help us to become one of the richest. So if you've got some clue what you're doing about Skyblock, then please come and join us, because I would love to have some huge overpowered grinders on the island. Now we've got a bunch of stuff to do today, not just rebuilding this little machine right here. Well, we're not actually going to rebuild it, we're going to actually place it somewhere else and make sure that it's the most efficient, but we've got a whole bunch of stuff to do today. Now for today's giveaway, I'm going to do something a little bit different, something which I haven't really done in a video before. We've done it on streams, but I've never really done it on a video. Today we're going to be doing a rank upgrade giveaway, okay? So essentially that's going to mean whatever rank you are right now, I will upgrade you to the next rank for free. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning a rank upgrade, all you guys need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then make sure you've joined the giveaway only Discord and you press the enter button in there. As long as you've done all that, you are good to go. And yeah, we'll be picking one person and we will be upgrading their donator rank to the next rank. So good luck. Now, you guys may remember we left our challenges last episode, or our quests, I guess, in a certain position because we couldn't actually progress as far as I wanted to. So we have to open 3 rebirth books at the Warp Enchanter. Now, I've actually gone ahead and got some rebirth books here that we can open. So shout out to my island members actually for getting those. I appreciate that. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and actually open these and get that quest done, and then we can actually see what the next quest is going to be. So let's go to the enchanter, let's go find out exactly what we're going to be getting from these books. I don't really know what we're looking for from these books, but I don't know, we should be, I mean, it should be fairly obvious what what we can get here. Rebirth looting, rebirth book hunter, rebirth sharpness. Let's go with looting. I feel like that would be the most valuable one out of that. All right, next one is going to be another, I think this is another grinding book right here, rebirth. Sharpness. Okay, we're going with dual strike. There's no way we don't go with dual strike right there. That seems like that's an obvious most overpowered one. And then a mining rebirth book. We are going to get value ticket finder, transfuse, or transfuse, or book hunter, sorry. Let's go ticket finder, because I feel like that's probably a good one to have. Quest complete. GG's. We actually got 3 grinding robots for doing that, so that was actually a huge beneficial. So one of our next challenges is actually to reach skill level 50 in any skill. You guys will see we actually do already have skill level 65 in farming, so hopefully once that realizes that, it's actually just going to auto upgrade for us, and we won't need to do that challenge, and we will get the reward, which is, who knows, actually it doesn't even say the reward right there. So hopefully it will realize that we have got that skill level and we'll be good to go. Maybe I just need to level it up one time, which shouldn't be too hard. There we go, quest complete. I don't know what the prize was for that. Maybe these, I guess it was these money pouches. We'll take it. If it's free money, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. Now, the next one is to get logging to tier 25. So that's kind of where we halt for today's challenges. That's something which I need to do off camera. That could be a few minutes grind. It could be a few hours grind. So I don't want to focus on that one too heavily today. But we do have one big thing which we do need to focus on, and that is this thing right here. So while the server is restarting, let me explain a little bit about what we're actually going to be doing here in regards to the robot miners. On screen right now is a screenshot that I took from the top island, okay? Now, obviously being a top island, they know what they're doing. This is essentially their setup, and it allows you to have 3 mining robots per line, and then just essentially go on for absolutely ever. So this is essentially what we're going to be trying to replicate today. I wasn't able really to get anything more more than like this screenshot. So it's going to be a little bit of a question mark on whether we actually managed to do it right, or exactly, you know, which are source blocks and which aren't and all that good stuff. But I think I've kind of got it locked down and nailed. So we're just going to have to give it a go today and see whether this is something we can build, recreate, and make effective. Now, just to make sure it's not like fully in our face, I'm probably going to make it into the corner of one of the islands. So let me get the kind of base and the template going for it, and then we'll figure out everything else in a little bit. So I'm just going to build it next to the stuff that we have going on over here, because I don't know, I feel like that's probably the most beneficial. By the way, it looks like our sugarcane generator did actually start to work. I don't really know how the whole thing works. I don't really know what we make from it and what we don't make from it. Like, I literally don't really know, but it did apparently start to work. So I guess that's a benefit in its own. Don't really know the benefit like actually for it, but we'll figure it out one day. All right, let me get the kind of base of this thing made, and then we can actually take a look and see, you know, how it's going to work properly. Okay, so I believe this to be the basic outline of what's going on here. So I think this whole like thing right here in the middle would be filled up like this with the actual ores that are going to be mined. It might be that it's one thing higher than this, but I don't actually know. This is just how I've done it based on having three robots essentially. So let's just pretend that this is where we're going to right now. This is how it's going to be. Now, I believe all we then have to do is go into here, pick up some water buckets here, and then we just chuck the water buckets down on this kind of thing, and it flows down into that middle bit, and that is essentially the water side good to go. And then I believe the only complication comes in when we have to place the lava, and I believe the lava goes on the other side, and it is just a source block. So with that information in mind, we're going to need a lot more lava buckets than we needed other things, because I believe every single one of these, apart from that bottom one actually, because that's not even going to be a generative block. So every single one of these going across here should be a source block. And I believe that to be true for every one of them going up to the top. So I think they all have to be, and that is essentially what makes the generator. So let's just go ahead and make sure all of these are filled, and there'll be an easy way to test whether this is going to work right here if we go ahead and we mine a block. So if I now mine this block, it should generate back, hopefully. That's the idea. Yes, it does. All right, let's just randomly mine a bunch of these blocks and see if they do generate back like I say they will. I'm hoping that this will be the case here. Yes, it will. Okay, so I think this is exactly the setup we need. I think we're good. I think I figured that one out pretty quickly. And then when it comes turn to actually place the mining robots, I believe all we have to do is essentially make sure that they are placed on top of a block, which is what we have to do for all the other ones. So if that is anything to go by, that means that needs to be placed to there. We then place this mining robot right here. We can then go down a block if we want to place the next one, and we can place that one right there. Then we can place this one more block down, and this should now theoretically go 3. Now, we could actually make this higher if we wanted to, but I think 3 is a good little way to do it. So technically this is 1 too high. We don't need it this high at all. So let's take off this top row. Just like that, I believe we have exactly what we're looking for. Now, of course, the only thing that we now need to add to this would be some cell chests. So if I go to my island, we should have a whole bunch of cell chests available. Now I just got to make sure that in every chunk that we decide to make this machine in, it just has a cell chest in here, just like this, that we can essentially apply to these guys. So now we're just going to make sure that they're all turned around. Now, technically, if I was being smart, what I would have done is this the opposite way around, because then I would never have had to rotate these guys. But it's okay, because once we've rotated them once, then we're good to go. And then we just have to link the chest to every single one of them, and they should get mining just like this little guy is right here. So let's get this. Oops, I've just clicked the wrong one. I've just done exactly what I said might happen. We'll try not to do that. Let's link this guy, and then we can link the third and final dude just like this. And now they should all be grinding on these ores, which is perfect. So let's get them all upgraded to max level as well. They should all go to level 5 nice and easy without us really having to do anything. And there we go. That is essentially our brand new method already good to go. Now, I need to expand this lengthways a long way. You guys can see that I've kind of made it in a template way that we can do that. But before we do that, let's just go and find all of the spare robots that we have and chuck them into this thing, because we've got a chunk to fill up right here at least. Oh my goodness, I did not realize that we have this many of them. Okay, it might actually be worth me expanding this one more block upwards, or even a few blocks upwards, just so that we have a whole bunch of them. I don't know whether it's something to do with the efficiency of the auto cell chest though, maybe. So maybe this is where it wants to be. I don't know. But for right now, let me get placed down everything that we essentially need. All right, so this is just a process that I need to go through to like add them all. It takes a little while for me to add them, so I will go through this with all of my island members, but essentially I need to expand this massively that way, and potentially we can make more like vertical like rows of this, but that's something which I need to work on again with my island mates. But essentially this is going to be one of the most efficient ways of doing this. We have now got just this, which can go technically all the way to the end of the island. It's going to go straight into this chest. It's all going to grind up for me, and of course we can just collect all of the XP and gems straight like that as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. Now I will go through all of these as well and upgrade them all, because I mean they've got to all be level 5. Like we'd be wasting our time if they weren't all level 5. So that's just something which I've got to go through and do. It's going to be a little bit of pain in the butt, because as you guys can see, it's quite hard to actually click the one or select the one that you want to upgrade. Yeah, we will work on that, but it shouldn't be too hard. One thing that I have just realized is that I've made a design flaw somewhere. Actually, I think I already know where it is. Basically, I think we have to have this flow down at least one more, because I think right here, the lava has actually turned into obsidian, which is not good. We do not want that to happen. So I think I do actually need to keep this like gap down the bottom here, because otherwise the water flows in, as you can see it's done, and then it ruins the whole thing. So that does need fixing. I will get onto fixing that real quick. So yes, that is the super efficient method. I will fix all the like bugs and stuff that I have with it, but that is essentially what it is. That is now going to grind away for me and make me a heck ton of gems, money, and all that good stuff. We will now officially have space to actually add all the ones which we've you know, actually got, because I have stacks upon stacks of it that I actually need to place down. So yes, we will be working on that. Don't you worry. By next episode, you can imagine that thing is going all the way around my island. Now, just while we're here, I think it's we don't want to waste our V-kits, right? We might as well claim all of our V-kits, get all of the different things that we can opened V-kit clusters, you know, airdrops, all that good stuff. So let's see what we can get from these, and hopefully it's going to be something good. Can we get anything good? We're getting a lot of IG spawns, not really using those too much anymore. Silverfish, we do use those, so we will take those. Next spawners, yeah, anything like silverfish or above we use, so yeah, we'll take anything that is that. 10 wow, that's fitting. That is fitting, I guess. All right, ultimate airdrops, epic airdrops, get those down as well. These usually include a decent amount of money. Yes, we got a good amount of money from that. We'll take that. Some sell chests as well, lots of crate keys, which by the way, we are pretty much exclusively using to get better spawners. So I will open those another day when we're focusing on spawners, but yeah, that's kind of what those are doing with us right now. Not a bad opening, not great either, but you know what, it is what it is. So guys, that is going to be it from me today. That is essentially the most efficient way to get your mining robots going. You can have absolutely multiple of them going at once. Of course, like I said, I just need to fix that lava on the bottom. Make sure you do have that little kind of bit right there, so that it has the extra block on the bottom, so that doesn't happen to yours. Otherwise you'll probably have to rebuild the whole thing. I got to work out how I got to fix it yet. But guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. I found it useful. This is the most efficient way to make your robot farm, guys. Make sure you make it. Like I say, that is it from me. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.